Okay, hello you guys. Yeah, I'm like in white. Alright. Let me put on a coat. There we go. Alright. So I tried to skip to the interesting part. We're just gonna take this filament. So I wanted to show you two real quick, even though there's not much interest. I have a cloaking device. This was just in my hanger. It's got a large shield. Nothing too special. We're gonna try to run away from people today. So let's get started. Hopefully this is good. Let's see. So we're gonna take the filament. That's gonna take 60 seconds. Okay. Beep. So there seems to be very little interest in PI, but it really was meant to be the PI for me, planetary industry. It was meant to be the primary focus because, I mean, it's only been some number, a few days, like, maybe, I don't know exactly, 3 to 5 days. And these planets are ready. I would make over 70 million ISK. And it's 15 minutes there and 15 minutes back. So here's the gate. Activating filament. So let's take a look. I don't have the screen on here for you guys. Also, let's set the destination. So they're all ready to restart the extraction, but they're doing great. This is the same setup I've had for months now. And I do regularly come by to pick these up. As you can see, 16.8 million. Yeah, that's a lot, so that's pretty accurate, pretty normal. So I'm only 6 jumps away. We're in Niarja. So I'm gonna jump online real quick, so it's gonna lag. Eve gate check. Okay, so Niarja. Alright, to Wirashoda. So we're just gonna check the gates online. Everything's clear. Well, there was 2 deaths on Attila. I'm not streaming this. I'm just recording.
Warp drive active.
So we're gonna start jumping. Only 6 jumps. So, as it's set up on this character, as I was saying, so the microorganisms are the level 0, and then the bacteria is level 1. And the level 0, depending on the market, can be 25% less than the estimated price, because it's level 0. So that's how that works. So I may get up to like 20 to 25%, 20% less. And so I think these planets were sort of built, maybe not wrong, but I've got something on another character that seems to be a lot more consistent. All of these need to be restarted, so that's why this circle is red. So let me keep jumping here. Be very smart to keep jumping as fast as I can. But so anyway, so on this character, I've got 2 different resources here. They're the same type, basically, but it's not feeding in the resources the right way. It's not starting from a storage and then going straight to the launch pad. And so I've got both things in the storage and both things in the launch pad. So everything's just kind of getting moved around quite a bit. It does work, and I may be able to pick up all of this. And it's the level 0 that is so difficult to carry, because I mean there's like 248,000 units. That's like 250,000 units. So even if it's like 0.1, I can check how big they are, but let's see. 0.005 M3. I call it M3, but meters cubed. So meters. So there's that, and then there's only 10,560 bacteria for close to the same price. So really all these microorganisms need to get converted from level 0 into level 1, which is bacteria. So I'm not doing that correctly, but I am managing to extract the resources fairly efficiently. So just feeling a little bit nervous. So I don't see anybody in the overview. So that calms me down a little bit. So we've got 3 jumps to go. And so far so good. I think I might be okay. And it's a weekday. Today's Wednesday, so that's better for doing PI and Pokvin. But like Fridays maybe, and Saturday and Sunday, people are camping just like 10 a.m. to 5 p.m. or something. I don't know, but I've been trying this late in the afternoon on a weekday. Uh-oh, there's like a lot of guys there. I have a cloaking device, so I'm prepared for the worst. I got a couple tricks up my sleeve. I don't know if we'll get to see anything today. I was taught by Eve University. I talked with them a lot, and they would talk back, so they don't mind sharing their knowledge. As I've shared in past videos, docking up is a good option. Sometimes I'll just dock up and then log out, and then wait a period of time, whether that's 2 hours or 7 hours, just come back in, and chances are that person's gone. So, but like longer than 15 minutes, I'd say. It is a pretty fast-paced simulation or game, and things can go wrong in an instant second. So we've got like 1 more jump left. So I guess I got lucky, right? I'm still alive. This large shield helps a lot. I'm missing a warp stabilizer. Usually I do a shield level 1, this one's level 2. So it's like unnecessarily expensive. This one costs 13.2 million. It was just what I had in my hangar, like I said. So, just NPCs so far. About to jump into Wirishoda. So, and again, if I get the first planet, I should not be followed. Anyway, something just fell. Okay. So I'm here, so we're gonna start getting these resources. I tried to keep it interesting for you guys. I guess I don't know if there's any interest, but yeah, like I was saying, I mean, PI is a big deal to me because I pay for this feature. And some of my thoughts in my head are like, well, if I pay for this, then I should get something out of it, right? So I gave it a good try, and I really like hauling now, even though it's just super simple hauling and with a massive payout. It's really interesting. Alright, all I got was 4 million. That can't be right. Let's see if we can... Looks like we've got some time here. So we've got a lot in the storage. So let's do expedited transfer. So this is a problem. I mean, I shouldn't have to do that. So, but it's putting out some resources, and I am able to reach them. So now it's 10.5 million from just one planet, and there's 6 planets. So I should get upwards of like 70 million. So there's the bacteria and stuff. And also, I'd like to do a video on how to do PI, just because I spent the time experimenting and learning. For example, this bacteria, it's just the amount here lit up in this bar. So that much amount is worth 4.9 million. And then this much amount for the level 0 is worth 5.5 million. So they're roughly worth the same, almost. And this is like 7 times more space that it takes up. In fact, it's filling me up so much that I don't know how many of those I could take. So I got 16 million. There's another 8 million in there. And they're taking up tons of space. Oh, electrolytes. I think that's okay. So this one looks like it's producing electrolytes. Alright. And then I left those fancy restart buttons there. You can watch me press those buttons at some point. So we've got, so I just jumped right in there, but let's warp over. So I'm already at like half of my gold, and we have a lot more to go. I've only gone to like 2 planets. So I have to make a decision here, kind of a split-second decision. So we're approaching the next customs office to get the items. We'll just take these for now, maybe. Yeah, that's pretty good. So there's another 7 million sitting in there. So it's the same problem I've got here. So again, these planets, they do produce resources. I don't think it would be good to just leave the planet, like, without taking any. So I'll take the oxygen. Alright, let's go to the next planet. So we've got ionic solutions. There's 198,000. That's almost 200,000 units. And the electrolytes are just 12,000 units. And they're worth more in total. So that's level 0. So I'm like doing both with these the way that I had previously designed this months ago. It looks like it collects both level 0 and level 1. And so that allowed me to learn about the prices and the significance of the number of units and how much they're worth. Okay, I'm about to get like blown up. I don't think I'm gonna escape. But this is gonna be like bloody. This is gonna be bad. No, I can't escape. Oh wait, Wow. Okay, 400? And wow, but I made it out alive. But if there's more NPCs here, yeah. I mean, I've never seen it not disrupt me like that. I should have gone looking a bit more careful, maybe. Wow. Well, here's another customs office. So that's kind of the excitement from doing planetary industry. So I have one more planet left. Okay, my computer's scratching. Test. Okay. Alright, last planet.
Warp drive active.
And then there's some other things that I can do that might be more interesting than this. But this is kind of my main source of income that I always do. The microphone is messed up. Okay. Alright, the mic seems okay now. Okay. Alright, so here we are. So I still got some precious metals in here from before, I guess. I doubt they're worth much. They do come up in the total. Oh, this is close. Let's see. I've got 1,000 units left. Alright, well, I filled up my stuff with about 219.3 free space out of 49,000. Made it out from a huge pile of guys that I had to warp away very quickly. That's the importance of having just this one item here, this large shield extender. So it looks like my timer is good. Like I don't have it. And it's just like probably one of the, I don't know, it's an interesting part of the game. For me anyway. So we're in a safe area because there's not any enemy NPCs. You can see the damage done to the ship. So we're activating the filament. We're going to end up somewhere close to a trade hub. I'll take any trade hub that I get close to be honest. It's not worth going extra beyond different trade hubs. Just trade in what you have and just be happy with what you have. So, lately it's been straight to Jita. So, got 18 seconds. So here's the restart button. Pressing that restart button. Alright, let's press it again. Press it again. So we're gonna have to look at our route and just kind of think it through a little bit. once we cross over to the other side. So I'm in Amarr, and as I've said in previous videos, I've never landed I've only landed in open space. Well, press that restart button. Okay. So it says Amarr space, so we're just probably gonna maybe be close to Amarr, unless it's on the edge of Amarr. So I'm very far away from Jita. Alright, let's see if I have a bookmark. Here we go. 6 jumps. And I can use the filament out here even if I wanted, but maybe I'll do a clone jump later if I keep playing today. So only 6 jumps. So, pure chance that I didn't get warp disrupted, because like the last 3 times I've tried with NPCs, they warp disrupt me, and I did get blown up probably just 2 or 3 days ago, and I didn't have the stabilizer, and again I didn't have it today. And then today I brought the cloaking device, which is quite expensive, 2 to 4 million, which is like the entire cost of the ship almost. These really don't help much. I've just had this ship for a while, like a long time. It's my last Epithal that I actually have built. On this character, I actually lost 2 Epithals in the same day, within like the same 20-30 minutes, and I just gave up after that. I have been known to go all the way back and get my loot from my blown up ship, but that's only if I'm feeling really adventurous, and there's just so many things that can go wrong, and it's almost not worth it. And then there's no penalty to keep producing resources. Again, this is a feature I pay for, so that's why I want to get it on video and have fun. And it's been a great fun way to play the game. It's a complicated game, but that's what makes it interesting. And this is just one part. I heard they're coming out with an expansion. I'd like to get into industry in the future. I'm training for a destroyer right now. It's a tactical destroyer, the Jackdaw. But, I don't know if it's gonna be any good. For the Abyss, I need a shield boost. I meant to check if I had a shield boost on there. And then I'm able to skip the training time by using the Navy items. So here I've got 2 medium shield boosters. That's really good. I fitted this myself, by the way, you guys. Level 2 Califaction Catalyst. Shield extender. Boosts a battery. And missiles. So, we'll see how good I am at this game, right? I mean, I don't know, I've flown so much Abyssal. I've done over 100 Abyssals. I found a site, I think yesterday, that you can record your Abyssal runs, I think. Which would be cool. On this Joshua Loper character, practically signed over all the information in order to join the corporation as a verified pilot. So I'm like certified pilot. I am 100% like legitimate. Completely legitimate character. And since I'm not in faction warfare, I have less chance of getting ganked. And I don't start problems with people, I don't make threats. Threats are just not worth it, you guys. Like, you couldn't find healthier ways to deal with your anger. I mostly get frightened. But that's part of the game. So we're only one jump away now. So, let's see how much I've got. 49.6 million. So in Amarr, I'll get maybe 36 million if I'm lucky. We'll see. And so far I've been flying for about 6 minutes. So I think I'm gonna end the recording after this and maybe take a break, stretch. But I do have plans for new videos, you guys. Even though unfortunately nobody wants to click on the PI links, that's okay. But I quite enjoy making these videos, especially hauling with the PI planetary industry. I really enjoy playing this game, and I enjoy playing it every day. The community's great. Everybody's just really good people. Smart, bright, intelligent. Forget where I was going with that. Oh yeah, so new videos. I want to do the return of the Astro hacking. And then, of course, I'll want to do more filaments, but the filaments were second to this. Okay, so let's trade in the items. The filaments were just like a nice extra thing I was hoping I could do. In addition to doing this planetary industry. Like while I'm waiting for the planets to fill up, just doing various ways to make ISK. So 36, 38, 40. I think I had some extra items in here somehow. Water, I don't think I make water anymore. Anyway, we did get 40 million. That is like cashed out 40 million. Alright guys, so I do plan to make some future videos. I'm not very good at the combat, and I do like using a Heron in a venture. I do still like nullsec space. It's pretty extreme. So, anyway guys,